The door was locked. The gallery looked total. The office looked quiet. I wasn't going to bother Rickenbacker. Nico, I spoke to Simeon. He says the painting is a map that points the way to something called the Tabula Veritatis.
What?
The Tablet of Truth. He says it's a religious artifact that can undo the whole of creation.
And you believe that?
Well, he clearly does. So, who knows? Maybe there's something to it.
Sounds pretty far-fetched to me, George.
Vera Security. I didn't need to call. The door was locked. Time to look in the safe. The ring had an inscription, Henri and Bijou forever. I had a feeling the ring would be useful. A note was attached to the front of the document wallet. It read, Sherry, this should do the trick. Your darling Wilfie. Now, why would Hobbs be sending romantic little notes to Bijou? That had to be the elusive provenance. It clearly stated that Medovsky was the owner, but I'd learned never to take things at face value. I had to take a closer look at this. At first glance, the provenance looked authentic, but something wasn't right. A list of previous owners all the way back to the 30s. A letterhead from a fancy London auction house and Lane's signature. It certainly looked the part. A list of previous... A letter... It certainly... A list of previous... A letterhead. It certainly looked... The two documents... That wouldn't help it... The sketch was drawn on similar paper to the provenance. It was the sketch that had caused Father Simeon to freak out. A list of previous owners, a letterhead from a fancy London auction house. It certainly looked the part. . The coffee cup stains matched exactly, as did the tear. It was a fake, which meant Medovsky wasn't the true owner. I had to get out there and find out what happened. The glass was reinforced. I wouldn't be able to smash it, and it wasn't going to open. But there had to be a way of getting through it. Whatever had caused the noise in the gallery couldn't be seen on the camera. Henri had piled his... At the very back was a poster featuring a dystopian cityscape. It was a hookah pipe. It was a pretty... The poster was for... The calendar looked like a... The phone was... The lava lamp bubbled... Henri's notice... The desk was covered with... It was a battered sofa. Empty box. A naked lady stared at me. It was a statue of Henri. It was a statue, a strategically placed. I opened the compartment. Henri's good. Poor man would never. The door wouldn't open.
Josh?
Guess what? I found the provenance.
Great.
Turns out it's a fake, produced by our friend Hobbs.
Maybe Mackenzie's story is going to stand up after all. See you later.
The diamond ring was just what I needed to cut through the glass. I've always been a... Hi.
Monsieur?
Did you just notice anything?
Nothing. I went inside after the... I thought I heard a gunshot, but when I came out there was nobody. Nobody.
So, you don't know what just happened?
What happened, happened, monsieur. Whether...
Father?
Those sticks. You must stop them.
Who did this, Simeon?
Don't let them. The tablet. They are going to raise the devil.
Those were his last words. First Henri, now Simeon. Who was behind this? And what was Simeon trying to tell me? Simeon had been carrying a scan of an old manuscript with a covering note. Both were written in Latin. The illustration showed a group of colored figures engaged in some sort of ritual. The blue and green figures appeared to be in control. The crowd in the foreground were colored red. It was a photocopy of, although a bit rusty, my Latin was still up to the job. It read, "And thus spoke the accused." In this ritual, we find succor. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the... And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that the light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure. Pure light, white light, pure light will win. So it was written in the old texts, affirmed by the tabula veritatis. And these were the accused's last words. It was powerful stuff. I wondered how it connected to La Malediccio. The third passage read, "Pure light, white light, pure light will win." So it was written in the old texts, affirmed by the tabula veritatis. And these were the accused's last words. Interesting. There was more about light, and somehow the tabula veritatis had a connection. Simeon would have known what it all meant, but unfortunately, Simeon was dead. Fortunately, I hadn't forgotten the Latin I'd learned at school. The note read, "The tabula veritatis only appears in one file. The Inquisition into Heretical Depravity by Nicholas Emmerich, AD 1376. Scan attached." The note was signed by the Vice Prefect of the Vatican Archives. Simeon must have done some digging after he recognized the symbol on Hobbes's sketch. The first passage read, "And thus spoke the..." In this ritual we find succor. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the tree of life. I wondered what it all meant. The second passage read, "And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that the light of life, for thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure." Knowledge is blue and life is... I wondered what color was the light of man. My God, what have you done? Huh? I know this looks like you've been caught red-handed. Excuse me.
Josh, something terrible has happened at the apartment.
Nico, hang on. Lane, it's not what it looks like. Murdering a priest, Stobart? Is there no end to your depravity? It's a simple misunderstanding. Look, I need to go. I'll be at Nico's apartment. Nico!
In here. Oh, hi, George.
I thought you were being attacked.
When I arrived, there was someone here. He rushed me. No,
Did you get a look at him?
no. It happened so quick, and then he was gone.
What a mess. This blood. Where's Marquez?
I don't know. He must be badly hurt. Or dead.
Not another killing.
What do you mean?
I just came from the gallery. Father Simeon's been shot.
My God! Who did it?
I don't know, but before he died, he begged me to stop the Gnostics from raising the devil.
The devil? Whoever's doing the killing, George. It's certainly not him.
Okay, but who? Simeon and Marquez were both attacked at the same time. Just what are we up against?
I don't know. But whoever came here was looking for something. The place has been ransacked. I'm going to clean up. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll take a look around.